with our warm up. So let's go ahead and we'll stand. And breath up. And then we're going to exhale and drop those arms. And deep breath up. And drop the arms again. And one more time, deep breath. And drop those arms down. Let's go ahead and bring those knees up. Just loosening up the joints, not so much trying to get the cardio yet. Just loosening up the joints. Okay, let's go into a little bit calf raises. We're gonna raise the toes up, lower them down, loosening up the lower body. We'll go into some hip circles next. Big circle around. One more time around, and then we'll reverse that all the way around. We're going to some knee circles, one more turn. So the knees, we're just gonna bend them and circle around. And then we'll alternate to the other side. One more time. All right, let's go in for some toe touches. Nice open arms, reach down for the toes, and then all the way back up. We're alternating fingertip to toe. Switching sides. One more on the other side, and then we'll bring the toe up to the fingertips. One more on each side, and we'll go into some arm swings. Loose neck, kind of just give me some little bit of neck rolls with that. And let's swing those arms forward. And we'll swing them back. Let's move into a march in place. Pick up the pace a little bit with our march. We have some cardio today and abs, a little bit upper body, a little bit lower body, but primarily we've got cardio and abs today. Good, let's move back into this toe touches, arms go out, reach down to the toe, fingertip goes to the opposite toe. One more on each side, and bring the toe up to the fingertip. Do one more on each side. Go ahead and jog in place. Loose shoulders, loose neck. Just picking those feet up. Good, keep up with that. Go into some front steps, so we're gonna kick it forward now. We're gonna go into those side shuffles. 3 steps with a knee strict up, and we freeze. Do one more on each side. We're going to squats with some butt kicks. So you're gonna half squat, kick your butt. Warming up the front of those legs. Move those arms as well, pump them back. See, I'm not going into a deep squat, just a hinge, kick it up. This is a fast movement. We'll do one more round of all of those. We're gonna go into our jog, one more on each side, and jog it out. Good job. Let's start tapping those toes out in front. And do those side shuffles next. Get yourself set up. We have a 3 count, freeze, 3 count, freeze, left and right. Side stepping. One more on each side. We'll go to the squats, butt kick. Half squats. Kick it up. I'm pulling forward and pulling back with my upper body. We got 10 more. 5 more. Last one. Good. Should be feeling warmed up, a little bit breathy. So we've got just some cardio and abs. We have a tricep dip further down in the workout today. If you have a bench or a chair, we'll be doing these in circuit 3. All right, so if you don't have something available or these don't do, you can use dumbbells for your kickbacks. This isn't, I'm just preparing you now for this. But primarily it's all you're gonna need: a bench or a chair or the couch and some dumbbells handy for today. For today, we actually have 4 circuits. And the reason we have 4 circuits is because there's only 2 exercises per circuit that we're gonna do 4 rounds of, okay? We alternate between the 2, so it's a superset today, like a Tabata style, okay? So your first 2 is a jumping jack and then the plank walkouts, okay? So you're either going to be doing your jumping jacks here with me. Modification on a jumping jack is toes go up, fingertips go up. I'm sorry, toe goes out, and you're alternating, okay? If you're unable to feel that impact on a jumping jack. Walkouts are next, so you're just gonna find your mat. If you have a mat handy, and you're just gonna come down and you're gonna touch your toes, walk out into a plank position here, and then walk your hands all the way back up to your hands, and make sure you stand all the way back up and repeat that process all the way down, out into plank, all the way standing back up. Full stand, don't just touch your toes and go back out. So those are your first 2. No equipment needed. If you have a mat, that's the best thing. But we're gonna start with jumping jacks and walkouts. Any questions? All right. Make sure my volume's up. We're gonna start in 10 seconds with jumping jacks and that plank walkout. Good, your heart rate should be elevated. Your modified is here. Just make sure you're reaching those fingertips up. I know you can't see my hands, but I am touching my fingertips at the top of this jumping jack. For what we were doing for a second, I'm touching them up top. I'm not just coming here. Full explosive movement. My arms are up above my head. If for some reason you have bad shoulder problems, then yes, you can bring them out this way. Plank walkout. We're going to be coming down and touching our toes. Full plank position, full up to standing position. Nice and controlled. I've got my core in tight. I always seem to have baggy shirts on. Pull your belly button in. Strong back. Don't dip your back like this. I want you to keep everything always strong. If for some reason you're getting dizzy from the cardio and the plank walkouts, you can just focus on just a plank if you need to. Okay, you can modify that if you're getting too dizzy. We're going back to our jumping jacks. Round one's done of those. We're going through hills and valleys of lowering and raising the heart rate today. And we're raising our heart rate back up. Good. Step out with those feet. Remember your modification, you're here if you needed to. Otherwise, we're here. Keep that up. We got 10 seconds on these jacks. Okay, we're on to the walkouts. Like walkout. This is not about heart rate, so take your time with these. Focus on the form of these. Let your heart rate drop. Fingertips touch your toes. Walk out to plank. Again, if you're too dizzy, you can always just hold your plank here. Otherwise, you're back to walking your toes and stand all the way up. Bring it down. Walk it out. And stand it all the way back up. Make sure you're full standing. Don't just come in and then walk back out into plank. You gotta raise all the way up. Full extension of the body. Last one, 5 seconds. Okay, we're back onto jumping jacks. Heart rate should be coming down right about here. Now we're gonna bring it right back up. This is good for blood circulation, working on building that heart muscle for better metabolism. Make sure those fingertips are touching, high reaches. Down here. We are up. Big extension of those arms. Most cardio you'll be doing today, I promise. Back to those walkouts. All right, bring it down and touch your toes. Walk out into your plank position. Walk it all the way back up and stand. If at any point you're finding yourself dizzy, hold that plank at the bottom. So whatever you do, don't stop working. Stay uncomfortable. If you gotta stay here, stay here. If you're feeling good, walk it all the way back up and stand. We have 10 seconds. Three seconds left. I'm gonna come down, touch my toes, and all the way back up. One more round. Last round of jumping jacks and plank walkout. Do these strong. It's only 45 seconds. Stay uncomfortable with these. As soon as we're done, after that plank walkout, we're gonna take a water break. But this is the highest cardio burst you're gonna feel today. After that, I've got some good stuff for you planned. Body should be feeling good. Movement. All right, 9 seconds left. Finish them strong. Awesome job on those jumping jacks. Okay, we're gonna finish with walkouts. Catch your breath. Take some deep breaths. All right, toes down, walk it out. And all the way back up. Walking out into plank, I'm not arching my back, I'm keeping my plank strong, not dipping down like this. No bounce at the bottom of your plank. Stand it up. Walk out, hold your plank if you need to. Should be feeling good and sweaty right about now after these. Last one. Okay, good job, grab some water. All right. Should be feeling loose and limber after that. We've been moving our hips, we've been moving our shoulders, our ankles, we're moving our spines. All right. Your next two. In and out squats, and then an up, down plank. So here's in and out squats. My toes are starting off by facing you a little wider than hip distance apart. I get into my squat, and it's just a bounce at the top. So I do a bounce with the toes go out. Then they bounce back in towards you. Back out and in. Notice how I'm not coming all the way up out of my squat. It's just a half bounce. If I come out of my squat, it's because it hurts. And I'm taking a break. But for the most part, you're half up, half down, forward and out, okay? Then you have up, down planks. And you're gonna come to your plank position, starting from the hands. And then you're gonna come down to your forearms, raise it back up. Back down to your forearms, and then raise it back up, okay? So that's your plank modification there. If for some reason you're unable to do that as up, down planks, the next suggestion I will make for you is to do a Superman, just like this. Okay, have those arms out in front of you and lift and lower. If you have some super light weights to hold on to, you can get some shoulder work as well. But that's your modification on the up, down planks. Any questions? Let's do this. Okay, we're gonna start in 10 seconds with our in and out squats. Toes go forward, toes go out. Kind of facing a catty corner position so you can see the different angles. Toes out, toes forward, toes out, toes forward. I don't know why I do this to myself. These hurt so bad. Good, I am feeling this outer thigh and inner thighs. Don't look down at the ground, keep your head and chest up. If these bother your knees, find something to hold on to. If you have a TRX, that's awesome. If you don't have a TRX, we can hold on to the counter in front of you. Hey. Shake those out for a minute. Up and down planks. I'm coming down to my mat. I'm recovering from those squats. Up to my plank position. I'm down on my forearms, and then I'm all the way back up to my plank. And I'm gonna alternate what hand picks my body back up. That does matter. You got one arm doing more work than the other, you'll leave lopsided. What was I thinking? I put my not so favorite workouts together. Usually if you don't like them, it's a sign it's good for you. There's weakness in there. You gotta push through them last 2 seconds. Okay. Back to those in and out squats. I'm gonna do mine not on this mat. It's kind of messing with my grip. Not too much grip on these. Down low into it, out and forward. Ah, that's better. I can move my feet a little bit better. Bouncing in these. Your head and chest stay up. Woo. These hurt. Forward, out, forward, and out. Woo, see I'm shaking it out. Then right back into it. Try your best to stay as uncomfortable for as long as you can in these. 5 seconds. Okay, yes. Shaking those out. I'm back to my up and down planks. You could be doing Supermans for your modification on these if you needed to. Whew. My heart rate's up for these. It's not like the heart rate being up on the jumping jacks though. All right, so I'm in my plank, lowering my body down to my forearms, all the way back up. I'm alternating which hand is now picking up my body. Keep a strong back on these. If you're starting to feel weakness, if you're feeling it in your back, come down for your Supermans. Lift and lower. Okay, that's your modification right here on these. Otherwise you're up. We only got 5 seconds left. Okay, we're halfway there, guys. I need a cheerleader through these right now. Woo! Okay, in and out squats. Mind over matter. Toes forward, we're out. I'm pushing my hips back. I'm sitting into it. Okay, not driving my legs forward this way. I'm driving them back. Pushing my booty out. Woo! All right, 20 seconds left. I'm in this with you guys. I know. Hang in there. The less breaks, the better. I'm down to 1 break per 45 seconds. 10 seconds. Here we go. Ooh. No quit zone. We're in commitment. Focus forward. Ay, ay, ay. Up and down planks. I think I talk more when it hurts more. Try to keep my mind off of things. All right, up and down planks. Right here, down to the forearms, all the way back up. Alternate your hands on these up and down planks. Remember, you get Superman on these if you need to modify. Whew. Your arms should really be feeling these. Raising the body up and control lowering down. Whew, 5 seconds. Okay. Praise the Lord, we got one more round. Those in and out squats. Last round on these. All right, sink into it. Toes out, toes forward. So, taking my Yale course right now, and it's about the science of happiness, learning about really cool university studies that they've done. And they went around and they asked adults, which scenario would you choose? I will give you $100,000 a year, but everybody else around you makes $200,000 a year. Okay, so everybody else around you makes more. You're gonna make $100,000. Or do you want to make $30,000 a year, and everybody else around you is going to make $25,000 a year? So you'll make more money than everybody else, but it's a smaller cut than option A. More people chose option B than option A. So more people are more concerned about social comparison and making more money than the people around them in their community than bringing in $100,000 a year. Interesting psychology. Means we need to teach humble ways again. I just realized I'm doing these plank walkouts this whole time. Sharing my knowledge with you guys. Okay, water break. I hope you were doing those up and down planks. All right, grab some water. Thought that was too easy. All right, we are halfway through our day today here. This is where the bench is going to come in handy, or your chair. Dumbbells as well, because I'll show you the modification on that. All right, so we have tricep dips, where you do a tricep kickback. And then we have an ab elbow tap, and I'll show you what those are. They're kind of like a Russian, just a different modification. Tricep dips. You're going to start off sitting on your bench, hands on the bench. I'm going to slide my body off. I'm going to dip down and press up. Dip down and press up, okay? If for any reason you can't do those, right here, kick it back. Same muscle group, just less strain on the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders. If you're feeling anything in your elbows when you do these, the weight could be too heavy, or you could have your grip so tight that you're just straining in this forearm area, you're straining the tendons, which is then creating tightness in the elbow. Some gloves might come in handy, or just lighter weights on your tricep kickback. So those are just some suggestions on those two. All right, so any questions? All right, so we have tricep dips. Oh wait, and I have to show you the ab elbow taps. Just kidding. All right, so you're gonna come down to your forearms, tap your elbow to the ground, and shift your body. See how I'm turning all the way towards you, and my elbows hit the ground, and I'm all the way back up. Elbow taps, side to side, okay? You might want a ball behind you if you need some kind of back support, maybe even a pillow to support you. Now we can get started. You can tell it's Friday. I'm a little distracted today. Sharing stories, we're getting exercises. Okay, tricep dips, and then the ab elbow tap. We're gonna start in 8 seconds. I'm gonna have my fingertips facing forward, slide my body off, and I bend those elbows down and I press it straight up. I'm really focusing on pressing through my triceps, and I'm squeezing at the top of this, okay? So I'm extending. Let's say you want to make this a little bit harder. You can straighten out your legs here and dip and raise it all the way back up. That's just a modification there. And then the next one is one leg. Okay, so a couple different varieties on that. Squeeze it up at the top. It's not about speed on these. It's all about that good form. Bend that elbow and press it straight up. Remember your modifications on these. If you needed to use dumbbells to do kickbacks, you could do that as well. Good job. I got those ab elbow taps. Got my legs out in front of me. I got 90-degree bent elbows right here. My arms are out in front. And I'm gonna reach my elbow for the ground and look right at you guys and rotate and do the other side. And bring that elbow as far back as you can before you hit the ground. Ooh, maybe we should do it this way. Keep that elbow back to make this a little bit harder. I'm just touching my elbows to the ground, shifting. If that's too much on your back, you can raise it up and alternate sides. Okay, so this is the median exercise. More advanced, hold it back, elbow back, and alternate those elbows touching the ground. Good job, back to tricep dips. And my fingertips face forward. Slide my body off. I'm going to bend those elbows and squeeze it up at the top. It's very easy to pump these out and do too many too quickly. I want you to really control these moves right through here. Squeeze it up at the top. Lower it down. When I lower my body, I'm bending my elbows, and I'm using my arms to raise my body up. Try not to use too much legs. I'm gonna advance a little bit, stick that leg out. We only have 5 seconds here. Really squeeze it at the top. All right, we're back to that ab elbow tap. Ninety-degree angles in my elbows. My hands are out in front of me. I'm reaching back behind me, and I'm tapping the elbow, and I'm rotating my body. Should really be feeling this through your obliques. Modification on this, raise your body up, lower it back, and tap your elbow to the side. Some of you might need some support behind you. Another really cool thing I found to help you with your back. This sounds crazy. I used a pool float, like one of those little round circular pool floats, and my stomach was killing me. So I actually sat in it on a flat surface and performed ab exercises, and it supported my hips and my back to where all I could feel it was right here in my stomach. Fingertips are forward, hands on the bench. Remember, you can do your kickbacks if you're reaching a place that you're just feeling it too much in your hands or your wrists or your shoulders. Keeping my elbows from flaring out, I'm just bringing them directly behind me and I'm squeezing up at the top. I breathe in and I exhale. Ten more seconds here. And lift up. All right, good job. Back down on the floor with that ab elbow tap. And then elbow taps the ground, twisting side to side. Keep that chest open, elbows back. You can raise up and lower back if you needed to make this more of a challenge. If you want to make this harder, stay back, lift the leg up. You can even pick both legs up. And those elbows are just reaching for the ground behind you. We're on our final round, tricep dips. Last time, stay uncomfortable with these, okay? It's okay to pause if you need to, but let's get right back into it. Get those elbows down, strong, straight to the top. Give it a squeeze. Flex those tricep muscles behind you. Head and chest stay up through these. Five seconds left. We get one more good one in. All right, we're on to our last ab with the elbow taps. I'm raising my legs up. I'm challenging myself. I'm reaching that elbow back behind me. I'm keeping my arms 90 degrees and I'm shifting left and right. You can keep them on the floor. You can raise your body up and lower down. Raise it up and lower. All the different ways you could do this. 2 seconds left. All right, great job. Grab some water. We have one more circuit to go. You have a chair in your way. You can move it out of the way now. All right. Your last circuit, your last two exercises, and we have 4 rounds of high knees and then a lunge twist, okay? So a few different ways you can do high knees. You can raise them up here, okay? You can march them up here, okay? Whatever you're most comfortable with, all right? Either way, really want you to focus on using that core and lifting those knees up, okay? And then for your lunge twist, I'd like to see you have a weight in hand at your chest. And I'm going to start, I'm going to lunge forward with my right leg. As I lunge forward, I'm going to twist it down to my side and back to center. Lunge with the other leg, twist it down, back to center. So if you notice, not just twisting across, bringing my weight down across my body and back to center. Okay, any questions? Let's do this. We're going to start with those high knees. All right, we started with a high cardio. Now we're going to finish with a high cardio. And then get on with our Friday. We're going to start in 10 seconds. You can mix it up as well between high knees and a march. I'm going to start with a high knee up. Glad I wore my hat today. My hair falls out when I do these workouts. Keep those knees up. Notice I'm bringing them up to hip distance, hip level. March in place as well. Your march looks like this. Bring them up, not down low like this. If you're marching in place, bring those knees up. Don't hold back through this. It's your last 8 minutes of the day here today. If you're tiny, keep that chest up, strong. Use your stomach, pull it through. 3 seconds left. Good job. Into that lunge twist. So lunge forward. I'm twisting down and diagonal. Using my stomach. Flex your core muscles for this. Keeping my head and chest up. We have 8 seconds left. Use your stomach as you twist into that lunge. One more good one. All right, we're back to high knees. Try to control your breathing here. I know you're going to be breathy. Take some deeper breaths. Raise those knees up. At 10 seconds. Good job. March in place if you need to. Hang tight. We're in that commitment zone right now. The last 2 seconds. All right. We're going to lunge and twist again. This is where we're lowering our heart rate. Weights at my chest. Big lunge forward with a twist. Back to center. Almost like you're scooping down into it. Crunch your side. We got 10 seconds. All right, we're halfway through. High knees, march in place. Feel that oxygen in your lungs. Exercise, boost the immunity. You're less likely to get sick and live longer with daily exercise. Body's flushing out toxins. Remember, you can high knee it here. Just like this. You can march in place if you need to. Core in tight. Pulling it up. You can even mix it up too. You got 10 seconds here. Lift it up. Three, two, one. All right, I'm back into my lunge. Grabbing my dumbbell. Big step with that nice twist. Sitting it upright and twisting. Feeling that right through my sides. We got 10 seconds left. All right, our final round. Your last high knee, your last lunge twist. And we're picking it up. Head and chest stay up. Raising those knees high. Remember, you can march in place as well. Get up here if you needed to. Just give me some good speed to it. Otherwise, you're here. Get it up with me. Knees to hip level. 10 seconds. Last time you got to do this, anybody can do 5 seconds. Focus zone. All right. Last lunge twist. Nice big lunge and a twist. Awesome. I'm breathing through all of these. My heart rate's recovering. But I'm staying consistent because this is only 10 seconds left. All right. You are done. Great work today. It's like a little Friday. Take a break from too many dumbbells. Give our hands a rest. Whew. We brought the grit today. We can finish with some stretching. If you want to hang out for some stretches. Whew. I'm going to start with my legs crisscrossed. I'm going to do some neck circles. Stretch out that neck. I'm going to bring my head back to center. I'm going to take my left arm up and over. Bring it back to center. My right arm comes up and over. Oh, I'm tighter on this side. Bring it back to center. Bring those legs straight out in front of you. Kind of just wiggle out the hips. Push the tailbone back behind you. Don't have it tucked under your booty. Push it out. Whew. And we're going to flex and point those toes. And we're going to make circles. And we're going to alternate. Send that left leg out, right knee in. Reach for your toe. Sit up nice and tall. Let's switch those legs. Reaching for my right toe. And sit it up tall. Let's get those inner thighs, bring the bottoms of those feet together, and really reach your chest for the ground. Sit up tall. Bring those legs back out in front of you. Bring that right leg over the left leg. hug it with the left arm. My fingertips, I notice my fingertips are out away from my body as I bring it up on my spine and I twist to the right. And unravel, bend that left knee, hug it with the left leg, fingertips facing out away from your body and twist to the left. And bring it back to center, legs out in front of you. One more time, reach for those toes. All right, sit up tall. Swing those legs behind you and come to all fours. I'm going to sit back on my hips and stretch my fingertips forward for a minute. And I'm going to come back up to all fours. And then I'm going to sit my torso upright. We're going to do some hip stretches. I want you to bring that left leg forward. And you're going to put your hands on the inside of that left leg. Raise that knee up. Hang out there for just a moment. All right, we worked our inner thighs today, so I'm going to face you for this one, but I want you to maintain this position with that left knee bent, okay? So you're starting off here. I want you to take this left front knee, bring it out to the side, so now the hip is open up, okay? And you're going to lean into that, feel that stretch through your inner left thigh. Bring it back to center, bring the knee forward, and then bring it back, okay? Now we're going to do the right leg. Bring that right leg forward, hands on the inside of that leg, and lift that left knee and hold. Place that left knee down, lift your torso back up, take that right knee, open it up, and sit into that. And bring it back to center, bring that knee center, and the leg back behind you. And we're gonna sit back on our heels again and stretch your fingertips forward. Ooh. Go ahead, come back up to all fours. Turn your fingertips towards you and lean backwards. Feel that stretch through your forearms. And bring those fingertips back forward. Give me a few hip circles. Move the whole body in a circle. Bring the hips back to the heels and then to the side and forward and to the other side. And reverse. And we'll do one more. Go ahead and sit your torso all the way up for me. Put your clasp your hands behind your back. Push your chest out. Raise your arms up to the ceiling. And I want you to drop your right arm down and stretch to the left or the right. And bring it back to center, both arms up. Left arm goes down, stretch it to the left. And fan that arm down. I want you to go ahead and give me a few more neck circles. And you guys are done. Good job. Whew. Great. That was a sweaty one. Yes, very sweaty. Hills and valleys of cardio today.
It was good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Bye.